Good morning, folks. The time is 10:17 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 3rd of May, 2025. Now, of course, that's the 4th of May for my friends on the other side of the planet there. My friends in Australia, my friends in Melbourne. How are you all doing? Everybody, how's everybody doing? My name is Lee, and I'm the guy who started the groups. Well, I thought it was funny. That's right, groups. The group's so funny, I started it twice, my friend. And sure, I'm glad I did. That really worked out well. Well, folks, I know you are you, and I know you are freaking awesome. How do I know that? Well, these groups are amazing, and they're amazing because of you. And you know what? We have over 689,000 members in these two groups together. That's more than the population of many cities on the planet. So let's call us what I like to call us, the funniest city on the internet. Population you and I, friends. Funny people in a funny place, and holy smokes do we make people laugh. I hear it all the time. I hear from people that DM me saying this place makes them laugh, it's what they like to wake up to, and it means a lot to them. Now it might be a little bit heavy, but at the same time that's pretty awesome, and it's only awesome because of you and your submissions, my friends. Cheers to us, the funniest city on the internet. So what are you up to, my friends? Today here in Calgary, I'm having a lazy Saturday, but you know what? Well, that's why we started late. It's going to be 27 degrees Celsius. And what is that in Fahrenheit for my friends in the States? That's just under 81 degrees. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be gorgeous. I'd say I'd go wash my car, but there's going to be a huge lineup to do that. But you know what? Maybe I'll go for a walk or something like that. I've been looking for an excuse to go walking, and it being gorgeous out, that's not a bad reason, right? So we'll see what's going to happen. But right now, no concrete plans, except for hopefully I get to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day that we're having today. And what are you doing today, my friends? I really like to hear what you're doing. Like, just leave a quick little note, like a comment on this video, and I'd be happy to share that with you. Today, I was just talking to Mitch Laird. That's one of our mods for the group, and he is in London, Ontario. Not London, England, London, Ontario, with his mom, and they are celebrating his uncle's 65th birthday. So that's pretty awesome. He's been on vacation there for over a week now, and they've done some awesome things. They went and checked out a baseball game. They just on Thursday, they went and saw Jay Leno with Arsenio Hall opening at, I think it was Caesars in Windsor, Ontario. And, that'd be a good show. He said it was a great show. He said he liked Arsenio Hall the best of the two. So I can definitely see that, both of them would be funny, but Arsenio Hall, I think, I don't know why. I just have a feeling he'd be a little funnier. I used to watch the Arsenio Hall show all the time. Anyways, I'm getting off track. So let's get back on track. And folks, I want to know what you're doing. I'd really love to know what you're doing. And yesterday, my mom sent in a picture of my adopted fur brother, Rufus. He is a fantastic golden doodle, and he's a sweetheart. He really is. But it looks like he's sulking here, giving my mom the cold shoulder. And my mom's comment on the photo was it something I said? He's such a good dog. He really is. And he's a funny dog. Animals can be funny, and he's a funny one. But he's a great dog. I love him, and that's my fur brother. So I thought that was pretty cool. But folks, why don't you send in some photos of your day? Why don't you drop a line, like a comment on the video, talking about your day? And I'd love to talk about it. So why don't you do that? Send in your photos, or even just a comment on what you're doing today. And I'll share that tomorrow, folks. And if you want to send a photo of your pet, like my mom sent in a photo of Rufus, I'd love to see that. So send those in just as a comment on this video. You don't have to send them in. To make a comment on the video, and attach a photo if you want. You don't have to, but I'd love it. That'd make it even better, folks. So let's do it. I want to hear about your day, my friends. Well, folks, it's that time in the video where I feature a couple of great posts from a couple of great members of our groups, like you. And today I've got two posts, one from somebody who you'll definitely recognize their name, Michelle Finnerty, and the other one from Kathleen Hyatt. Kathleen Hyatt's been sharing lots of stuff. She's a top poster, but I don't think I've ever featured any of her posts in one of her videos. And we're going to do that today. So let's start with Kathleen's post. Bring it up right away. And I don't know, I just thought it was funny. That's how you get your stuff shared here. I've made this dumb joke, poaching eggs and that, like, oh, I'm going to go to jail. Doesn't matter what I've done. This is a funny post. Thank you so very much, Kathleen. Oh, and Kathleen, if you're watching this, I want to tell you something. When we lost the other group back in February 1st, shortly after that, I think it was March 3rd, those scammers banned you from the other group. Well, I just noticed that because I had seen this post and I was looking for it so I can feature it today, and I remembered the name, and I was looking in the other group and I saw, oh, you're a banned member, and I looked when it happened. It's when those scammers had taken over, which I got the group back, by the way, Kathleen. So I've unbanned you from that group. That's the, well, I thought it was funny with the comma after, well, the big group with 680 some thousand members. You're unbanned from that group, and you've never been banned from our other group, the smaller group that kept us going while those scammers had stolen that. So I just throw that in there, Kathleen. I know it's not funny or anything, but hey, if I don't, I'm going to forget. Kathleen, you are unbanned from that other group, and I'm so sorry that those scammers did that to you. And anyone else that was banned from that group that are seeing this video, let me know. I will fix it. All right. So, sorry about that. I'm going to take that down, but that is hilarious, Kathleen. So thank you very much. And I expect to see more hilarious stuff from Kathleen because she's a hilarious person, apparently. And the next one is from Michelle Finnerty, as I mentioned, and you should recognize Michelle's name because she is our top poster in both of our groups, and she has been for a long time, and she shares the funniest stuff. Let me bring that up right now. This is dumb, but it's funny, kind of like the way I describe myself. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for making everybody laugh. You folks are hilarious. Thank you to everybody for your posts. Not just Kathleen, not just Michelle. Everybody's posts. That's how these groups have become amazing. That's why these groups are so huge. And that's why these groups continue to grow. And keep sending in your funny stuff. One of these days I might see it and it's going to make me laugh, and I'm going to feature your post. I'd love to do it. I'm not playing favorites. I just see the posts. They pop up when I'm looking for them, and they make me laugh. Like today, I don't think I've ever shared one with Kathleen's posts, and I'm sharing it today. Why? Because it's funny and it made me laugh. That's why, and that's how. So folks, can't wait to share your post tomorrow. All right, so where am I? Let's take a look. I told you what time it was. I told you the date on this side of the world and on the other side of the world. Hello, Melbourne. You knew it was coming. And then I talked about my day. Not a lot going on. Just want to soak up some sun there, probably. That sounds like a big plan. Then I told you about... I told you about my buddy Mitch, his day. Hope it's going to be a great day, Mitch. Happy 65th to your uncle. That's awesome. I hope he has a fantastic day too. And then I showed you a photo of my adopted fur brother Rufus sulking. What a great dog. Thanks for sharing that, Mom. And then we shared two posts, one from Kathleen Hyatt and one from Michelle Finnerty. And then I talked about how I want to share your post too. And then what happened after that? Then I got to here. And then from here, I think I got to I don't think I can do is maybe tell some bad jokes. The only time I've ever been asked for sex is on application forms. I'm reading a horror book in Braille. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it. It's just singing in the shower until you get suds in your mouth, and then suddenly it's a soap opera. I only seem to get sick on weekdays. I guess I must have a weekend immune system. How do cows stay up to date? They read the Moose paper. I found a wooden shoe in my toilet today. It was clogged. People in Athens rarely get up before sunrise. Dawn is tough on Greece. I was having a game of chess with my buddy when he said, let's make this interesting. So we stopped playing chess and fired up the Xbox. Not to brag, but I made 6 figures last year. On a separate note, I was voted the worst employee at the toy factory. I once saw a one-handed man in a second-hand store. I turned to him and I said, sir, I don't think they have what you're looking for. As usual, I am so happy that you like those bad jokes because they do take a little bit of work. Now, a couple of those jokes came from a couple of folks like you. A couple of those jokes were from Dave Knapp. They were from ones that I hadn't used before. I got kind of a little bit of a build-up there going on, which is excellent thing to have, because it's a great thing. Dave has sent me so many jokes, and I so appreciate it, Dave. And then another one I got from Wendy. That's my wonderful, beautiful wife. And then another one I got from my buddy Manfred. That was actually the first one, the one about being asked for sex. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for laughing at jokes. And if you send in jokes, thank you to you, especially thank you to you. And folks, if you haven't sent in jokes, but you know some jokes, or if you just want to look up some jokes and you want me to mention your name, do that, please. And send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. And you know what? If I use your joke, 100% going to give you credit for it. I promise. I'm going to tell everybody, like at the end of the video, that I got jokes from you. And you know what even be better? While you're sending in jokes, why don't you take a moment to record yourself telling a joke? Just grab your phone, turn on the camera, turn on the front-facing camera so your beautiful face is there. Hit video, hit record, and just tell a joke. And then when you're done that, hit share on that, and share that by email to the same place I want you to send your jokes. jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. That's right. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com, and send the videos of you telling jokes to jokes@wellithoughtitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, and I want to hear you telling your jokes. Both are going to be amazing. Let's do it, my friends. Come on. I double dog dare you. All right, folks. Now, I do want to talk to you about something. Our store, where we have some great products. You know, I've got this sweatshirt that I'm wearing here. We've got these coffee cups. I should make a proper commercial, but I haven't yet. But until then, I do have this little blurb that I did make about a week ago. I'm just going to throw it in here. I promise I'm proud of what we sell there, and I think it all looks great. And I am going to do it justice one of these days with a proper commercial. But until that time, I do have this. Hope you do check it out. If you do purchase any of our products, I'd love to see pictures of you in our shirts, our hoodies, coffee with your coffee cup, with the tote bags. You're going to see all this in that little blurb there. But I'd be so happy to see you in all that kind of stuff. Or we even have stickers. I'd love to see you slap that sticker somewhere. But until that time, when I have a proper commercial, I'm just going to run this, and I'm going to be right back, folks. All right, folks, really quick. We have a great store where we've got these fantastic coffee cups. We've got hoodies. We got shirts. Heck, we got shirts. Look at this. We got shirts. This is my 3/4 sleeve rock shirt, like they call it. Why do I call it that? Because it reminds me of concert shirts that I used to get when I'd go to concerts. I still get them. I still go to concerts. So this reminds me of. We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got a regular t-shirt. I'm going to bring that up right now. You can see all three of them right there, my friends. They look great. They're great quality, and they're going to look good on you because you're already a gorgeous looking person. Gorgeous looking person. Great design. Wow. Unstoppable. Told you I got a coffee cup. I also got a 25-ounce to-go cup. Really good quality cup. Keep your hot beverages hot, your cold beverages cold, and look good and represent the group at the same time. What else do I have? Oh my gosh, my friends, you're not going to believe this. I got a tote bag. I'm sorry, I sound like an idiot. I got this great tote bag. That's Rose Glad there with her tote bag saying not only is it good for groceries, it's good for books. And as you can see right there, it's great for hauling around your rubber chickens. Thank you, Rose. That rocks, and you rock, Rose. Folks, check out our store. We got a lot of cool stuff there, and I'm sure there's going to be something there for you. And if you buy one of our shirts or our hoodie or one of those coffee cups, or we have a phone case, we've got stickers. Let's see how you represent, my friends. So visit the store at store.wellithoughtitwas.com. Thank you so very much, folks, for sitting through that. Like I said, I should do a proper commercial. I don't have the time and I don't have the tools, but I'm going to do my best. I promise to get one done. Until that time, thank you very much for sitting through that. And you know what? I know I'm pretty cheesy salesman, and it really shows up in there, so I'm so sorry. But let's stop talking about selling stuff, and let's start talking about us again. You know, like as I said, 689,000 members, almost 690. We're going to be there in a moment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it. I see it. I see it every day. But it's just so incredible. It's so incredible. And we're incredible. Not me, not by myself, the groups. Well, I thought it was funny. That's what's incredible. And it's incredible because of you, because of what you folks bring to it. And you know, with signs like that, I'm going to say it like I said earlier, we're the funniest city on the internet. Population you and I, my friends. Funny people in a funny place, and we make a lot of people laugh. And that's been the whole plan of this the whole time. Let's make people laugh, and we sure are successful, my friends. Unbelievably so. Thank you so very much. And thanks for making these groups that I created amazing. Thanks for doing that. And you know what? I am going to wrap it up because I'm just going to keep talking like that. You know, platitudes. It's not like you don't deserve it, but you probably heard enough of it. And I should have more content to these videos, and it's coming. But I appreciate that you watch what we have. Folks, I'm going to be here again tomorrow. I really hope you're going to be here tomorrow too. And maybe we'll have a few more people. And if we do, that'll be awesome. But even if we don't have a single new person, we're already the funniest city on the internet, my friends. Population you and I. Cheers and all the love, my friends.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.